Welcome to my solar addiction. Today's video.
What's up with ChatGPT?
Hello folks, and welcome back to My Solar Addiction. Today I just wanted to share an experience I had earlier with ChatGPT. I've been using ChatGPT quite a bit lately. It's like my personal assistant. As a matter of fact, my wife says it's my new best friend. That's why the bags under my eyes, the lack of sleep, between work, actual real life, and spending time with my new friend late at night, I've been getting very little sleep. But I digress. So what this video is about is this experience I had earlier. Every now and then, ChatGPT just kind of freaks out. And while I'm working on, testing a piece of equipment or something for my YouTube channel, I like to use integration with Home Assistant because I'm really into automation. I've got all kind of automations for my house. As a matter of fact, ChatGPT says I don't have an energy storage system. I have an energy orchestration system. So I'm really into, coding on HA, Home Assistant, and ChatGPT has helped me a lot with that. I've been trying to learn how to work more efficiently because time is my biggest problem between having two businesses and having a YouTube channel. It's kind of a lot. So I've been talking with ChatGPT about how to organize, workflow as well as communication between me and the robot so that we can actually work better together. So it's like our relationship is evolving. So today I was letting it talk to me while I could actually focus on what I was working on. I don't have to read the screen and then go back to what I'm looking at. And it was just like working with someone, working with you on a project. And I had told it to just say what the last response was. And right halfway through it, it all of a sudden has this hiccup, and it's the strangest sound. And it happened twice on this particular event, this particular answer to what we were talking about. And I had to share that with you guys. So here it is.
I think we can do even better than that. I don't think a research project should be a sub-thread of the R&D notebook. I think it should be its own project thread, just like a product test. The R&D notebook should be where research ideas are born and where conclusions are archived, not where the work itself happens. Here's the distinction I see. The R&D notebook. This is your lab notebook. It contains entries like you can see the code in our conversation history. Then you can see the code in our conversation history. The work leaves the notebook.
Say what?
Research project. Now it gets its own thread. You can see the code in our conversation history. Inside that thread, background, hypothesis, research, testing, results, dead ends, firmware discoveries, photos, videos, code, Home Assistant experiments, conclusions. Everything lives there until the project is complete. When the project is finished, now we ask the same question we've already discussed. Open quote. What permanent knowledge did we gain? Close quote. Then we promote it, for example, MSA test protocol, new telemetry method, HA standards, MQTT naming convention, equipment knowledge base, Tigo firmware 3.1 changes polling behavior, production workflow, better way to demonstrate latency on camera.
Say what?
R&D notebook. You can see the code in our conversation history.
So that was pretty strange, wasn't it? What the hell is up with that? Yeah, it's like it gets a hiccup every now and then. But it does great work. If you're not using these large language models in your business, you're probably missing out. Like I tell folks all the time, if some people hate AI, some people love AI. I am cautiously optimistic because I use it. And when you use it, you can see how it's very beneficial. Either the robots are going to save us all, or, well, let's not go there. Let's try to be positive. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you next time. I will be playing with the robot a lot more. I use it to actually gather data. I use automations and helpers in Home Assistant. Once I have a piece of equipment actually integrated into Home Assistant, it allows me to test and monitor a whole bunch of parameters that I would have to scroll through screens while it's actually live happening to get that data or go back and look at a graph. But this way I could have set points where it picks up certain data and I can analyze it from there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you next time. Take care.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed our video.